Hello and welcome. Come on in, everybody. How are you all doing today? Well, I'm not sure about anybody else out there, but I'm feeling a little bit. I can feel that Eris stirring the pot. Just bringing in those little agitations. That's what she's doing. So Eris is doing her thing and stirring the pot. And I'm going to put this up here so I can see who's coming on. Oh, okay. It's not going to let me show yet. Okay. So good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, Cynthia, you're feeling amazing? That's awesome. I'm glad. I'm glad someone's feeling amazing. Good morning, everybody. Well, Eris is there. She's conjuncting the sun. The moon has gone and it's exalted in Taurus. So that is a really beautiful thing. I'm going to bring my mic a little bit closer. Sorry about any feedback there. So there is that, energy that's out there. Back to work while listening to you. Okay. Yes, it's your busy season there. That's for sure. So there's a little bit of, if you're by yourself, it's great because no one's going to aggravate you, but you could have somebody who comes in and does a little bit of aggravation there. And Mars is squaring Pluto. So we have also have the energies of, Mars is on the outskirts. So we have this Mars energy on the outskirts over here because he's going around the bend, and we have all of this other energy over here. So he's sort of out of bounds. And with Mars out of bounds, it can be, it's still that too in Gemini can bring in a little bit of a little bit of scrappiness. And we also have with that Mars out of bound, choices. We have choices. We got choices today. So bringing the choices in, and I think that's a huge one. Bringing, what is it that you are wanting to do? What is it that you don't want to do? We've gone through all of last year, going through quite a transition, obviously, last year and coming in, and we're still going through that little awkwardness and transitioning energy. And I was on Instagram earlier, and I was going over my notes of last year and looking at where I was, and I started a weight loss program last year. Kind of fell off the bandwagon, just an FYI. And I was doing well on it. I was doing really, really good. One of the reasons I stopped was financially. It is an expensive to keep it up. Is some of the products were very expensive. I felt products were good, but it was the products were good. Here it is. I didn't really fulfill my obligation with it, and I feel like they didn't. I guess maybe because I wasn't so involved with it, so I didn't get the rah with it all. So that's the other thing. So, but what it showed me is that I had to. It's up to me. It's up to me in the end of stepping into that power for me. And that was one of the most beautiful parts of this, is that now I'm stepping into you know what? I want to I want to embrace my luscious body. I want to embrace the parts of me of who I am. Because this weight loss thing is a part of my life. It always has been. And it has been a struggle in many different ways. And I do have different triggers that I know of. When I see things, especially on Facebook, or if I see things on Instagram, or I will scroll by them. So I've really learned that, because some of those, one of them is the before and afters, and I think they're fabulous. I do. I love I love what people are doing, but it also causes for me, it's like, and it's that, oh my God, the fear of missing out and blah. And I just get into that crazy fear mode with it. So I really have to, like, well, why am I what's going on here? Why am I feeling that way? Right. And so it is, watching that energy and watching how it's playing out for you, and just waiting for play school class to get that here. Oh, nice. That's lots of fun. And what I've noticed, and because there's so much fire there, I mean, the air and fire signs, they're loving this. So if you got a lot of fire in your chart, a lot of air in your chart, this is really a forward action. You're really enjoying this. This is really, you're in the party. It's your game. Like, this is your game. Those who have a lot of water or earth in their chart may be feeling that it's like they're tired, they're exhausted, they're like, okay, I'm ready for a change. And this is where, when the sun on the 19th transitions from a fire to earth, you're going to feel the sudden change, because now things really slow down. So now the earth energies and the water energies are like, okay, I can handle this pace. This is the pace I can handle, because it's like you're going to have more of a slow and steady energy. The moon being exalted in Taurus right now, and it is, cuddling up to Uranus, it's going to bring a little bit of cray, energy. And of course, Saturn is going to hold you accountable for that cray. So like, why are you doing that? Is that really where you want to be going? And so this is, there's these transitioning energies, and this is a very forward energy, right? And being the twins, I'm on both sides of the fence. and with this forward energy, we have all of this energy forward, because by the time we get to summertime, everything's going to be in retrograde, right? We got a lot of retrograde energies that are going to be, between Mercury and it's going to start at the end of the month with Pluto. So Pluto's an interesting one, because he's really coming in quite a bit. And with Pluto holds you, he brings in this accountability. He wants, yes, Saturn does, but Pluto, see, Saturn will kill you. Pluto will torture you. That's the difference. So this Plutonian energy is coming in. It's to hold you accountable. And it's like Pluto's a triangle. So there's always, there's you and two other aspects that come in with this. So whether it's a relationship, what is the third aspect within that relationship? It always has this other part, and it always asks you, do you really know? Do you really know? Do you really understand? And you might be saying, yeah, I understand. And then Pluto comes in and goes, oh, really? Well, what about this? And kind of holds that accountability. So he is squaring off, Venus and the sun, and he is bringing in those squares, and Mars squaring off Pluto. So we have this energy of saying, yeah, I want to know. And he goes, do you really want to know? Well, this is what you got to do to know. Are you willing to do the work to get to where you want to go? Are you willing to look at both sides of the coin and do what it is that you need to learn, to educate, or not? And that's with Mars and Gemini too, because Mars and Gemini, he's in the outbounds, and he's saying, do you want the truth? If you want the truth, this is what you're going to have to do. There are going to be obstacles, or you're going to be, you might have to go up against other people that don't agree with you, right? Because of what you've learned and what you're doing. Venus the same way, Sun the same way, and then Eris is there. Eris is going to be like, she's going to poke you, and she's going to stir that pot, and she's going to say, you know what, is this really what you want? Is it really? Because she's a goddess of discord. Like, that's who she is. She's a goddess of discord. And so she's going to bring in discord, right? Remember, she was the one who wasn't invited to the wedding. So she's going to, she's going to be the little pissy one. And especially with Venus there and Sirius there, she's like, yeah, I'm going to stir this all up. But this is where we have, with this, it's like, do you want the same old, or is it something new and exciting that you're bringing in? So the forward motion is like, yeah, okay, I'm ready to set in motion where I want to go. I'm ready to go into this new avenue, because I know where I was last year. I know what I was doing last year. And that, some of that worked, some of it didn't work. And now I'm going into this forward action moment. And so that's the beautiful of this. So this is really a very positive energy of moving forward. You have a choice whether you go to the agitation or don't go to the agitation. That's your choice. So it's like if somebody's being pissy, it's like, you're being pissy, so you over there, baby. You do you, right? And as Sherry says, she's on a completely different path, and it feels good. And that's wonderful. And that's where this is going. Being on this new path, being in this forward motion, right? So we're allowing ourselves to open up and allowing ourselves to bring in this fire. And Uranus is going to bring in where we need to think differently. We're going into this energy, we're going into this forwardness, and he's going to say, hey, have you looked at it this way? Have you looked at it that way? How about this? How about that? Like, he brings in different energies for you to take a look at, because that's what he does. I mean, he is a god. He is a god. He is the god of starting off on the other realm. He lives in the god realm, the unseen realm. So he's the one, he is the connection, to bring in that connection of the divine and saying, hey, have you tried it this way? So it could be, when I, looking at that, it could be like, have you tried a new form of meditation? Have you tried something new with your exercise program or your health program or whatever it is? Have you tried a new way of talking to that person that you don't like at work or you have to commune with? So this is coming in and bringing in new insights. And sometimes it just feels a little bit awkward, but that's okay. That awkwardness, it allows for the newness to come in, because you got to get uncomfortable in order for you to create the new. It's like because you're moving away from what you do know over to what you do know. So it is. And there's steps to take in there. There's steps to take in. And, as you're taking those steps, as you are moving into this new direction, it is those baby steps, but it feels good. It feels really good. And it really brings in that change that you may have been asking for. And I know for many have been on quite a long journey, a big journey of transformation and change. Many have been on where, especially the past maybe even 3 years since 2017. That's 4 years. Yeah, 4 years of this changes in their lives. And they're just stepping into saying, okay, yeah, I'm getting it together now. It's taken me a while, but I've taken the steps in order to bring forth more safety and security in my life than I have before. So this is such positive
unknown caller
energy that's coming forward for us and bringing in the transformations that we need. And yeah, Eris is a little bit of a bitch. She is a goddess of discord, and she is going to bring this in. And Uranus is going to say, have you looked at it this way? And Pluto is going to say, are you really ready to work with this? Because that's what Pluto does. He says, are you really ready to work with this? Because if you are, you know what? Or you think you are, cool, let's get going. And he will take you through the energies of making the transformation and the changes. He will hold you with that and show you, is this the piece that's saying to you that I want to go forward and I want to let go? Or is this the piece that you're saying, I'm not too sure, I'm not ready to let it go? And he's saying, okay, so what does that mean to your life? So this is really nice forward energy. Love it. I love it. And it is a time for us to go into an action step and going forward. Definitely we will start feeling the changes as the planets start moving into Taurus. So you're going to start feeling the abrupt changes as we go into the fixed sign of Taurus, because Taurus does not move any which way. Like it is fixed. So it's a cow, it's going to go into the direction that it knows it needs to go. So it doesn't really, most except for maybe Virgo can change a little bit, but most earth signs don't like to change abruptly. They're not very good at abrupt changes, that's for sure. So with all this fire, that may be with somebody who has a lot of earth energy in their chart. This is a lot for them, of getting things done, forward motion, doing things. So I have to say I am exhausted today, feeling a wee bit tired. So I'm just going to take a look at the chart right now and bring it up. So Mercury is conjuncting Chiron. Where is Mercury? Or did conjunct? Okay, so what do we have? So we have Uranus in here. Venus will be going in the next couple days into Taurus, and she's going to be exalted. The thing is with Venus is we're going to be starting to see her soon in the evening. So she's the evening star. So when Venus goes into the night, she becomes a little bit seductive, and she comes into a little bit of bringing that seductiveness in energy into right now. So if anybody out there is trying to get pregnant, the energies are very fertile, shall I say, right now for people who are trying to get pregnant, or if you're not trying to get pregnant and you might get a whoopsie. So this energy can bring in a little bit of a whoopsie with that. So just an FYI for those out there with this energy that's also coming in. So we got a little bit of a feistiness that's going to be coming in with this. And what else is going on here? I'm just seeing. Yeah. And I forgot about the Pallas Athena. Yeah, she's squaring the nodes. So she's squaring these, the angles of fate, of bringing it in. And she's, she is in Pisces right now. So she is like, she's giving you the benefit of the doubt, because Athena is, she's another one of those goddesses that just forward. I'm just doing it. I'm in action mode. I mean, she's born from the head of Zeus. So she does come forth with this action, intellectual. This is what we're doing. But being in Pisces, it's bringing her a little bit of emotion and being able to see alternate sides to things. So being able to compromise a little bit more. So you have that energy with you too. So you know what? We're in a forward motion. Let's take it, baby. Let's take this forward motion and do what we need to do. We have the Sun, Moon, and Rising Sign workshop coming in on May 2nd. It is on afternoon class from 1 to 4, $33. And tomorrow starts the Angel Alchemy class, my Angel Magic class. And I'm combining the female archangels with the Angel Alchemy. So that class is going to be phenomenal. It is we're going to be working with over 36 angels. So the energies are going to be absolutely fabulous. It is. I mean, working with angelic energies are in itself fabulous. If you've taken any one of those classes beforehand, either Angel Alchemy or the Female Archangel class with me, then the cost for that is only $100. Or if there's something from the auction and you wanted to trade it and come in with it, we would look at the price that you bid on and then subtract it from that. So lots of cool ass shit coming in, baby. So take that action, take those steps, and shine your light. Be that beautiful, energetic self that you are, and don't let anybody dim your light with all this fire. And may the Lord and the Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you. Go out there, shine your light, be that brimming energy that you are. And don't deny it, baby. Don't deny it. Because, Venus as an evening star, she ain't denying her own beauty and sexuality and scrumptiousness. So step into it all and have a blessed day, everybody. We will talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye, loves.